I came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I took no risks. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, cuz I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run forward with Lindsay. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, the 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And a peek now at the offense for Cleveland.
I don't think it's hyperbole to say that Mike Pouncey is one of the best centers in the league. And to me, he helped usher in that new wave of centers. Agile, able to get to the second level and block people downfield, able to pull like a guard and get out in front of ball carriers, and pass protects really well, helps keep his quarterbacks clean.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert, alert.
Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. But look now at the starters defensively for the Broncos. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 65 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Denver has the first down to play, going for 15 yards.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
A quick throw going to be caught by Hamilton. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Point it right.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go!
So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Brissett. This is the tight end Fant. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Brissett. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Lindsey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsey touchdown run. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4th down, Mayfield. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right?
Oh, now Lindsey lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. 49, check 42.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Brissett. He'll find Lindsey here. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first and 10, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A second down throw for Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Here's Brian Anger now. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. First down, Mayfield. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Offense.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Brissett to throw on first. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Denver.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Lindsey. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll go again with Lindsey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. This is Freeman on first and 10. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw, Brissett. And this is going to be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 24. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now Mayfield's throw finds Callaway complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Mayfield now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here's Mayfield, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he finds Howard complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Here's Lindsey. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the 1st down play. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Another run by Lindsey. Big hold of the 30. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, 85 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, It took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Browns down by 12. A little over a minute to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 23. He's got daylight. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, "Hey, put those points up every week. We'll just